Well, you did an article on Rolling Stone recently.
Yep, came out for my first Rolling Stone story yesterday.
Congrats.
Thank
Congrats. And it's titled Killer Mike and 2 Chainz Tell Politicians Stop Fucking with Atlanta Clubs.
Yeah. Because, and I think they've got a point, like, although there's nuances that didn't make that story. So Killer Mike is a big name political person actually in Atlanta these days. He's a civic-minded business owner, and he's got his fingers in a lot of pies. He's trying to start a bank, and I really want that bank to get off the ground. But he's also been trying to do some other things. And 2 Chainz owns 3 or 4 restaurants around Atlanta. Like the ones that everybody knows about are Esco Seafood and Escobar in Castleberry Hill. The city's been trying to shut down a bunch of places that are like attract violence. In part because all of these murders, this crazy murder problem that emerged during the pandemic, like a disproportionate amount of it was coming out of a handful of nightclubs and late night restaurants, some of whom were operating without permits. But it was taking forever to shut them down. So the city wants to do an ordinance to make it easy for like the cops to just go, no, you're done. Like put tape on the door and you're done. I'm exaggerating a little there. Like there would be a court hearing, but still. The problem is if the cost of creating security in Atlanta becomes too burdensome, then small business owners, and when I say small business owners in Atlanta, in the music industry and the club scene, I'm talking about black people. When black people can't afford to pull the security they need to, they're going to sell out to companies like Hilton or the guys who run the Hard Rock or Jimmy Buffett, who bloody well built a Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville like next to CNN Center. And that thing is horrifying. And if you have any love for this city, you will stay away from it. It is not of Atlanta. Like, don't go there. Now I'm going to get the parrot heads on my ass, but fuck it. They're worried that small business owners, like themselves, aren't going to be able to function. And with all of this convention traffic that's going to be coming, because the city wants to get the Democratic National Convention in 2024. And there's all like, they're going to have a piece of the World Cup in 2026. And they're looking for all this other stuff. Like they're worried that black people are going to get pushed out of the Black Mecca as business owners. Like, I think they've got a point. 2 Chainz is a bit of a hypocrite here, but I think they've got a point. Because 2 Chainz places keep getting shot up. Like 2 Chainz had one of his employees was killed in a shooting like last year. There was another shooting. I think there were a couple of people got hurt. Like he started this members only lounge downtown. That got shot up about 6 months later. He closed it in January and hasn't reopened it. Like he's got a security issue going on in his stuff. And so when he's saying, no, we shouldn't do this nuisance thing because like it's going to be a burden. Like, yeah, well, your stuff's getting shot up. What are you going to do about it? Like, I mean, it's a reasonable question for me to ask. Like, I could see both sides to this argument.
Well, George Chidi, appreciate you coming back for the second time. I think you really illuminate a lot of these rumors and innuendos and so forth that's floating around with the actual facts and the actual paperwork and so forth. Definitely, I learn a lot from having these types of conversations. So I'm assuming that our audience learns a lot as well. So appreciate you coming back in. Congratulations on the Rolling Stone gig. Congratulations on any opportunities that have come from these interviews. We're going to keep doing them and possibly even expand our business relationship and even do more stuff in the future.
I'm at your disposal.
That's what it is. Peace.
Peace.